In 2007, Steve Jobs introduced a device that dismantled the global dominance of the flip phone almost overnight. At the time, the public struggled to envision a primary communication tool that didn't rely on a physical keypad. We have reached a similar impasse today, where it feels impossible to imagine a digital life that doesn't involve looking down at a handheld rectangle. For the last decade, smartphone innovation has hit a plateau. Manufacturers are delivering marginal improvements to cameras, chips, and batteries, while the underlying form factor remains unchanged. This stagnation in hardware design leaves the smartphone vulnerable to the next major shift in computing. Recent advancements in artificial intelligence are making the interface screen physically unnecessary. Human input is currently limited by the speed of our thumbs. Typing and tapping create a physical bottleneck between our thoughts and our data. Vision-based models and voice interfaces solve this by interpreting the world directly, allowing computers to process audio and visual data as it happens. This new operating logic requires a hardware housing that is much smaller and more agile than a handheld device. These new wearable releases represent the opening strikes in a trillion-dollar race to replace the handheld phone. Apple's strategy focuses on a spatial headset intended to consolidate the functions of a phone, laptop, and television into a single wearable. Humane has taken a minimalist path, using a screenless pen that relies entirely on a voice-activated AI assistant. Meta is integrating AI directly into eyewear, using a hidden camera to provide a socially acceptable way to access ambient computing. These prototypes are currently hindered by poor battery life and bulky designs, sharing the same limitations as early touchscreen devices before 2007. While none of these products are mainstream yet, they demonstrate that the industry's largest players are now actively moving their resources away from the handheld screen. The eventual winner will likely be a frictionless, lightweight wearable that sits naturally on the body. This device provides real-time language translation, instant navigation overlays, and facial recognition, without requiring the user to look away from their environment. Constant visual and audio monitoring gives the AI contextual awareness, allowing it to provide answers and execute tasks before a user even finishes a sentence. This shift integrates digital intelligence directly into our visual field, so we consume information while maintaining eye contact with the physical world. Most industry experts predict that a truly mainstream smartphone replacement will be on the market by the year 2030. Apple, Meta, Google, and Samsung are now locked in a race to control this timeline. These multi-billion-dollar R&D budgets are an investment in existential survival. Any company that fails to lead this transition faces the total erosion of its market dominance. This hardware cycle is a winner-take-all scenario that will force these giants to fight for every inch of market share. The ultimate prize is control over the hardware closest to the human body. Owning the microphone and camera that processes a user's continuous daily reality creates an intimately detailed behavioral dataset. Controlling this new ecosystem will crown the victor as the most valuable company in human history, with a market valuation measured in multiple trillions. The smartphone in your pocket is effectively a legacy device. To see how this same technology is being weaponized elsewhere, watch our next video on the secret AI war happening inside the US military.